Hello, hello, hello. A very, very good morning to all of you and a happy Republic Day. So happy to be here this morning. You know what? It was a holiday and I was contemplating, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I just rest? As you can see that thanks to COVID, while I'm absolutely fine in health, the voice is definitely not working for me. So I'm going to just do a quick 30 minutes today. So let's plan it in that manner. I still wanted to show up because so many of you write such beautiful things to us. So I didn't want to miss that out. I also want to congratulate every single one of you who landed up doing the challenge last week. So proud. So we have about 3 winners of the challenge and the 3 winners of the people who posted it in their story. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join in to announce the most amazing winners. You know what I love? I'm so grateful for the tribe that we have created here every Wednesday, for you guys to show up week after week after week. It is so beautiful. And just imagine how passionate you make me. So, while I used to be very passionate, I feel like I have a lot of my own energy, but now I'm drawing your energy from the faith that you show. So I just want to take a moment to truly acknowledge each one of you who every week is working on her growth. You remind me of me 5-7 years ago. 5-7 years ago, I remember if I knew someone is giving gold, I would run. And it didn't matter where in the planet I would have to travel to, how many flights I would have to switch, which hotel I was going to stay in. If I knew I could get knowledge to improve my life, make money, create my identity, and find that respect that I know I was so desperate for, I was going to go. And today when I see all of you here, I feel like that's who you must be, right? You must be on this journey of growth. You must be now looking and seeking. And so because you're benefited, you're coming here. So love you all so much. I wanted to start on a gratitude note because really in this today morning, as I was planning, should I or should I not do it? I realized that now for me to not do it is to disappoint the people I love most. And I just can't disappoint you guys. Okay, so on that very deep and desirous note of letting you know how much I value you, let's get started. Let's see who all are in the room. Rakhi Agarwal, good morning. Avantika, Vibing01, yes, hello, good morning. Madhavi, hi sweetheart. Rachna, hi darling. Shweta, hello, just wish me luck. I have an interview now. Shweta, all the very best, my sweetheart. Good morning, Anuj. Madhi saying I've come after a long time. Madhi, keep coming, sweetheart. Don't miss them because it will show in your energy. Shvangi, very sweet. Good morning, ma'am. Happy Republic Day. Happy Republic Day to you. Another thing I noticed was that even last week I was wearing red and even this week I'm wearing red. So clearly I'm trying to cheer myself up with joyous colors. So how many of you do that? Tell me in the chat box. Are you someone who tends to go for brighter colors on days when you're feeling a bit down? Because my voice, I'm just not enjoying it. So happy to see you. Pallavi is saying, Puja is saying, good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, Puja, my darling. Shilaki Anuradha, love to see you again. You're so sweet. Preeti, hi ma'am, I'm pregnant and trying to be happy and positive as possible, but one of my family members always spreads negativity and focuses on problems only and makes me sad. Also very good in front of me, but always... Preeti, you have to decide, do you love your baby more or hate this family member more? Because if you love your baby more, from today onwards, I want you to shift all of your focus onto the baby. I want you to start to really, treat your baby as a Kohinoor and no negativity has to reach the baby. And if you become negative, that means that lady won. So you have to decide who's going to win, your baby or that lady. Every day in the evening, ask yourself, was I positive today or was I negative? And if you were negative against that lady, which means who won? That lady won. If you were positive, no matter what she did, it didn't matter. You're going to just focus on awesomeness and I am responsible for my own life. I'm not going to let the remote control of my life to be given to anyone else. let her do what she's doing. She cannot control me. She cannot control my moods. I'm not going to give her that kind of power. This kind of conversation constantly, and really focusing on what you want your child to be like, you know. I remember in my first baby, I got pregnant when I was only 19 years old. So the first baby received a lot of like, I didn't want to have that baby. So it was not a planned baby. So I feel like energetically I was not strong. But second baby was, I wanted my second baby. It was a planned baby, and therefore I feel like the energy I carried toward the second baby was different from the first baby. So I would love for you to, and I wasn't even smart at 19. By 23, I think I kind of understood that all of this is important, and we should, as mothers, make an effort to be in a good space. So I'm so happy that you're making that effort, darling. Really, all the very best, sweetheart. That lady doesn't deserve the kind of attention you are giving her. So God bless you. Of course, the one you don't want becomes your favorite. So that has to happen. So, you know, that's the thing about life. You say you don't, and then you love that one. Yeah. Vijeta Hola, even I have completed the 7-day challenge. Fabulous. So lot of you have completed the 7-day challenge. Not to worry. We have taken a list of all of you who completed the 7-day challenge and then picked up 3 winners. Okay. Vani Vrindran, I have an interview today. Feeling so tensed. Please tell me, how can I stay calm? Vani, you know what? Anytime you're going for an interview, don't go with the attitude, what can I get from them? Go with the attitude, what can I give them? Okay? When you have that attitude in an interview, the interview works much better. And go in with an open heart saying, you know what? If they are the right fit and I am going to be of value to the company, I know they will choose me. So instead of wondering whether they will choose me, I'll get the interview, whether I'll get the job or not, go into that space of, if this is the right fit, I know it will happen. So shift your energy to knowing rather than hoping. And all the very best, my darling. Super good morning to all of you here. Sweetie, hi. Everyone is running towards education. Then from where will one get laborers and staff in 20-25 years down the line? Sweetie, is that a concern or you're simply asking me? Sweetie, if you notice in all first world countries, it's not like they don't have help. It's just that the help costs a lot more. So versus what it used to be for our grandmothers, our mothers, today, what the prices are, it's going to cost a lot more, which means we are having more respect for the work that someone's putting in. I feel like at some point slavery just got changed to labors. I think it's about time that every single person born on earth is given the dignity of the work that they do and paid what they should be paid. I always feel like, you know what, some of my staff is receiving salaries that I spend over one dinner. I mean, come on, they deserve so much more. I'm a big believer that in life, these people are giving us pretty much all of their life. They are living separated from their families for months on end. 10 months they are away from their families. I mean, literally, my staff comes back, and then he sees his child after birth. He doesn't even see his pregnant wife. Like, that's the kind of life. Can you even for a moment imagine what that life must be looking like? So I really hope that, sweetie, what you're saying comes true. So yes, I would hope that in the next 20-25 years, everyone's educated and there's dignity in the work we do, and that an educated person can come and manage our houses for us and do all the work, just the way abroad these things happen. So if we are going that route, I think that's a blessing to the lower strata of society. So I want you to start to look at it. I don't know in what context you asked that question, but I think starting to grow our hearts towards these people who are so unfortunate is so important. I see so many people sitting with so much and looking at how much milk they consumed in their tea and how much rice they ate. And it just breaks my heart that how, as humans, at which point did we become so insensitive that from God, we want everything, but for others, we don't want to do anything. How will that cycle work? So, sweetie, I know you're a beautiful person and I'm sure you meant it in the right way, but it gave me an opportunity to speak about this topic because it's so close to my heart. I'm someone who really feels for the staff that works in my house, and I just feel like if all of us can, the least we can do, I'm not saying I won't take their help. I'm saying I'll take their help, but at least I'll do my best in my house, I always tell my staff, you're medical, you're making houses in your village, the education of your children. These three things I never want you to worry about when you are working with me. I will look after all these three things. Roti, kapda, makan, plus education. These four things I want to do for them. So if you can start to stretch yourself and build loyalty in your staff, I think that would be so beautiful. Linda Makimane, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. Good morning, my first time. Linda, so happy to have you, sweetheart. How lovely to see someone here the first time. Woohoo! Neha Magan, good morning. Just the positive vibes I needed this morning. Oh, love you, darling. Started my career in IT. Lovely Pallavi, Akshita, yes, of course. Yeah, okay, those of you who put bright colors. You are looking gorgeous this morning. Oh, thank you. How to enter your Goddess by Design program. So just, if you have that interest, just DM us. Okay, just DM me that I would be interested in your Goddess by Design program, and I'll make sure that I connect you to someone from the group or from my tribe, from my team. Also, another thing you can do is just under this video, once I post it, there will be a lady called Gunjan, the dreamer, I think her name is, who will put the details of the masterclass. You can just call on her number or just ask her for the link through message and she'll send it to you. So yes, it's happening next on 6th of February. So if you're available, come for that. We have a beautiful program called Women Growth Summit happening on the 5th of February. So for all of you who are here, look at that. It will be really fabulous. If you are a woman, I always say this, there is this scientific research now that has started to prove that the most important thing for women especially is where is it that they belong as they go towards their journey of success. So belonging and building a community of people who are like-minded, absolutely essential for our mental health, for our happiness, and for our longevity. So come for Women Growth Summit to start to belong to a new kind of woman who truly wants to take her sacred feminine and move forward in a manner that is not just masculine, which is goal-oriented, efficiency-oriented, but really be a complete woman and yet be an achiever. And how to marry those will be described beautifully in the Women Growth Summit. We have some fabulous speakers who are going to be coming and speaking. Along with me are my dear friends Prachi, Meghna, Shiny, Chinna. So it's going to be simply fabulous. So jaldi se aa jao. ठीक है? Register for that. We'll share the link in my stories today. Muskan, how to express our need, desire, and importance of communication in a relationship if the other person doesn't feel the importance of communication. So the most important thing to do here, Muskan, is for you to start to look at, how can I first discuss communication before I discuss any other point in the communication. So sit that person down and say, I'm trying to connect. Please tell me how can I connect with you? Please tell me, why is it you're not connecting with me? Please tell me, is there a better way for me to connect? Do you want me to connect with you in the evenings? Do you want me to request you for an appointment? Do you want me to fix a time? Do you prefer doing it over the weekends? And the more you can start to show sensitivity towards this person in regard to communication, the more the chances that this person will have no choice but to start to open up to you. Having said that, there are some people who know what you want to communicate and they don't like that topic. And if they don't like that topic, no matter how strategically you approach the topic, they will shut you down the minute you start that topic. So just be ready for that also. So taking permission on wanting to discuss a topic that is not comfortable is also an art that I'd love for you to start to explore. Yeah? Devika, how to not feel guilty working on a holiday when all you want to do is unwind? How to balance a holiday with work commitments and rejuvenation? how to not feel guilty working on a holiday. Okay, are you working on a holiday or not working on a holiday? Not feel guilty or feel guilty that you're not working. I'm not able to exactly pick up the words. However, if it is that you want to be unwinding is what I'm getting, and you are not wanting to work and you don't want to be guilty towards your work, if that's your question, then one of the things I want you to start to understand is that resting is a part of recharging for work. It is not separate. So we start to look at this is rest, this is work, and they are opposite of each other. What if they are not opposite? What if to use the phone 23 hours, it needs to be charged for 1 hour? It's not separate. It is a part of the process. You don't charge it, it will die. Okay? You don't charge yourself, your efficiency will start to reduce tremendously. So today onwards, start to go, this holiday is actually me working on my mental capacity, on my heart capacity, on my well-being, on my holistic wellness. So when you start to include this into your work, you will start to realize that, you know what, they are not separate at all. So don't call it holiday. Firstly, rename your holidays recharge. Okay, so recharge and start to make this connection that the minute you do not recharge, you will notice your efficiency going down. For example, in my relationship with Puneet, one of the things I always say is, if I don't get a holiday with him every 3 months, my tonality starts to change towards him and he picks up on it. I start to become a little rude. And he'll be like, Puja, I think you're ready for a recharge. I think we need to reconnect, rekindle what we have, and then come back to the next 3 months of working really, really hard. So I want you to start to call it recharge. I want you to start to make it a part of your work. I want you to remove all your guilt towards you're not working on a holiday, because you know what, you work on a holiday, you're gonna need a holiday from the holiday. So then you basically you spent money to go and work. Then you should have done it, at least your house is free, right? So in every way, build guilt for working on a holiday, not for not working on a holiday. So you should be guilty when ideally you should be recharging, but you are working. That's what should make you guilty. So see if you can bring that into the equation. It's a totally different mindset. You know what? The world today is trying to move. Dubai is the first country that has moved into weekends becoming 2.5 days. It used to be 2 days. They used to take off on Friday and Saturday. Now they take off Friday after lunch and they go till Sunday. So countries as progressive as Dubai have started to bring in 2.5 day holiday or weekend. Eventually, slowly, there are countries that are planning to do Friday, Saturday and Sunday off. 4 days a week you work, 3 days a week you rest. I think it's absolutely essential. So please, I'm going to request everyone, especially if you're a woman, look at working 4 days a week and look at resting 3 days a week. Try from day one to make that your pattern. For example, I work really hard Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Okay, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I work. And then Saturdays, I work sometimes half a day. And then I take off Saturday, half day, Sunday and full Monday. So normally I manage 2.5 days of taking off. Normally, that's the attempt that I'm making. Now, once a month, I have weekend work. So that weekend, then I'll try my best to accommodate and make some other day of the week a holiday. Or go for a holiday after those 2 days of hard work over the weekend. So at all times, I'm strategizing to achieve 3 full days as holiday in my 1 week. Have I succeeded fully? No. But have I succeeded at an 80%? Yes. And that's also good. At least the attempt is there. I know so many people who are working Saturdays and Sundays and still feeling guilty that not enough is being done. I tell them, you know what, you've got life wrong. I love it. One of my friends, Rajiv, he says this very beautifully. He says, work is not my life. Work is the enabler of my life. And I love that sentence so much. I love and I'm supremely passionate about my work, and rather if I go 3 days without work, no, by the 4th day, I'm like waiting to get back to work. I love my work so much. Having said that, my work is not my life. My life is my children, my life is my home, my life is my lifestyle, my life is my husband, my life is my parents, my life is way beyond just my work. Work is just one of the roles I play. And so therefore I remind myself that my work is an enabler to give me the life I want, so that I can take holidays, so that I can spend money on the things that give me joy, so that I can live the life of my dreams, so that I can contribute and provide for the people I love. That's what my work's purpose is, and I have no confusion here. So I'm going to ask everyone here in this room to start to relook at their work and make it in a manner that it supports your life rather than consumes your life. Yeah? So God bless you, Devika. Thank you for asking such a beautiful question. Swati Sharma saying, Saubana, Swati, Jayu Vivek, very hello to you. Ruchi Naveen, I have a BPO experience of 3 years and a 12-year gap. Can't do night shifts now. How to start earning? Feeling so clueless. Ruchi Naveen, look at what are your passions in your life. What are the things you're talented? What are the things you are good at? What are the things you get compliments on? What are the things that you enjoy doing? Make a list of all of that. Somewhere there is something that can be monetized. Somewhere there, you see, I don't want you to go back to what you knew 12 years ago. Life and the world has changed tremendously in the last 12 years. Forget 12 years, I say life and everything changes every 2-3 years these days. So the gap is just too much, my darling, to trying to go back to who you were then. I'm going to request you now to see in the last 12 years, you have had so much more experience. You have grown as a person. So much more has happened in your life. So much more exposure and so much the world has changed. Can you look at what could be that one thing that you can monetize? I have a beautiful program called Divapreneur. Do write to us. Let's see if we can open up that for you. Watch that. It's 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Just over 3 days. All I need from you is 90 minutes to channelize you to what it is that you can do. It will really, really help you and benefit you, because once you start to ask yourself that questions, the Ikigai questions, what am I good at? What does the world need? What can I be paid for? What would I love to do? What do I get compliments on? Who are the people I admire? What do I watch on Google or YouTube all the time that I'm obsessing over? Because you know what, we spend so much of our time at work. You don't want to land up doing something you don't enjoy. I think the biggest mistake we have made as society, as humanity, is that we decided to say that, you know what, work is not for enjoyment and life we have to enjoy, and we separated the two. While 90% of most people are spending 90% of their time at work. So if your work is supposed to be a part of life, then you better have joy in your work. So Ruchi, I want you to start to think like this, sweetheart. Sit, meditate, look at what's coming, give yourself time to explore. So don't ever use the word I'm confused or clueless. Start using the word I'm exploring. I'm staying curious towards what's going to show up for the unfolding to happen. And start to use words which move you into action rather than freeze you. Okay, my sweetie? All the very best, Ruchi. I really hope that 2022 you find that you love and you're able to monetize it. Viva Dees Divya, love and power to you, hearing you for the first time today, loving the energy. Oh wow, love you. Nice to have you. I mean, a lot of first timers today, and that's great to see. Vision Financial Services, how to control today's teenagers from porn addiction. Woohoo, wow, what a question. So any sort of addiction comes when we are trying to numb ourselves from not being able to cope with life. You want to work with someone's addiction rather than talking about the addiction itself. Start to give them focus of their future. Start to build future with them. Start to show them their purpose, their mission. Start to show them what is possible. If you get them excited about life, then they will not have to go to all of these things. Now, I don't know if I have the cure to porn addiction, but I do believe that the more we live in our values, things that matter to us, the less we go into the wrong things of life, because we are so fulfilled, we don't feel the need to numb ourselves mindlessly and do things that don't serve us. So you can either be in ambition, drive, growth, or you can be in wasting time, and any sort of wasting time. Porn is just one of them. For some people, it is scrolling on social media today. For some people, it is going shopping. They are addicted to shopping. Even though their credit cards are bleeding, they are still going on shopping. For some of us, it's emotional eating. Even though we are stuffed, we just keep eating and eating and eating. Our society has built life, and this is the problem. And I feel like there's a theme happening today around the fact that we have become mindless in terms of keeping ourselves so busy in this rat race that we have forgotten to stay alive. We are thinking that the purpose of life is to be efficient. To me, the purpose of life is to be alive. Every morning when you wake up, what's the journey you want to take? And the more alive you become, the lesser you numb yourself with all of the other addictions, porn being one of them. So I don't know the answer to your question. That's the real truth. Vision Financial Services. What I do know is that anytime I have a client that is addicted to something, I try to move them into getting addicted to something so positive that automatically fizzles away. So my style of removing addictions from people's life is not to keep on discussing the addiction, because then I'm energizing that, I'm bringing more of that into their life. Rather, I want to change direction. So let's say this child of yours or any teenager is passionate about sports. Then I want them to start to put them in sports. Maybe they are passionate about video games. Maybe they are passionate about cryptocurrency and NFT. Maybe they are passionate about some instrument. So how can we keep them busy doing things that matter so that they don't land up doing things that don't matter? Having said that, thanks to COVID and the amount of free time that children have got without any direction, I have a feeling this was bound to happen. That all of the addictions right now must be spiking in the world, according to me, because directionless children are so difficult to manage, because when they are not doing the right things, they have to do something. So the chances are they'll move into the wrong things. So I think being very compassionate towards the fact that these 2 years have not been normal for anyone, and that instead of judgment, if we can come from a place of love, of knowing that so many adults have not been able to manage themselves, where are the children going to manage themselves properly, right? So I think showing kindness, showing compassion, showing that we understand, and yet trying to get them out of that addiction, I think that conversation would be very, very meaningful. Oh, thank you, Jayu. Love you, my sweetheart. Good morning, Shraddha. Thank you for all the compliments. Yes. Hi, Puja. Nice lipstick. Yeah, these are those new MAC powder glosses. They're like a powder lipstick. So it's very nice. I've picked up 3-4 colors in them, and I love how matte they are, and yet they're not stuck on your lips. The designer Priyanka, ma'am, fear keeps haunting me when I'm planning to change my career in a different direction. How to overcome this? Priyanka, we can't overcome our fear. We can only learn to handle our fear, which means fear is not going to go anywhere. It's going to be very much a part of the journey. So for me, I always say this: doubt auntie and fear auntie are sitting on both my shoulders, continuously chirping in my head that, don't do this, don't do that, it won't work out. What will other people say? What if you fail? What if, it doesn't work? This is the continuous conversation that doubt auntie and fear auntie keep having with me. And for me now, when I hear these voices, I know I'm on track, which means every day I'm growing myself. Every day I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I'm doing things that make me uncomfortable, and learning to get comfortable with the uncomfortable is what we all need to do. So when you use words as strong as haunting me, sweetheart, my dear, if you use the word haunt, then it will become haunt. Let's say if we replace this word haunting with excited. It's the same feeling. In haunting also, your heart is pumping, your palms are sweaty. In excitement also, your heart is pumping, palms are sweaty. Researchers have shown us that excitement and panic have the same impact on the body, then why not give it a positive twist? So from today onwards, start to say, I'm super excited about planning this change in my career. I'm very, very excited about a different direction. I'm so looking forward to, like, for me, every 5 years, I change the direction of my life. Like, I feel like I get bored. I get bored with my own self or with my own career. And then I feel like, okay, I wanted to be a makeup artist, then I wanted to be a packaging lady, then I wanted to open my own preschool, then I became a life coach, then I started to do one-to-one coaching, then I started to do group coaching, then I launched for women specials. So all the time I'm reinventing myself. And the thing is that when you're reinventing yourself, it's not that you need to start from scratch. When you are reinventing yourself, remember, you're carrying years of experience in different industries, and that becomes your USP. So as you change your direction, remember, it's not called starting from scratch. You are carrying all the wisdom that you have gained through all of these years of being in the career that you have. Yeah? Gayatri, love your house. Can we see a home tour? Gayatri, at some point, I'll try to do that. I have, I think, in the past once or twice. So I just feel like I'll be repeating it. But let me find some pictures and at least share it in my story for you today. Yeah? And as and when I can, I'll take you on a home tour. Now with both the kids gone, the home is all again just for me and Puneet to live in. So yeah, I think that's pretty possible. All right. Oh, it's already 10:31. Oh, I would have loved to have continued, but I am going off today to the beach side with all my friends and looking forward to that. So they will be coming to pick me up now. So I'm going to be running. Thank you so much for coming on Republic Day. How nice to see you, even on a holiday, showing this level of dedication. Take care, everybody. If I haven't been able to answer your question, extreme apologies. Please know that it's never possible to answer all the questions. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I don't choose to. It's just that you'll just have to come back week after week. In case your question didn't get answered and it's important to you, just put it in my DM, and as and when I can, I will try my level best to answer. I do try my best to reply, but now even the DMs are stuffed. So I'm not going to make any promises, otherwise people just get upset. But you have to understand that if 100 people send their questions, there's no way I can reply. But yeah, the ones I can reply quickly or, just give you direction in 2 lines, I do try my level best. So in case your question didn't get answered, apologies, my darling. And very, very happy Republic Day. Loads of love. Let's make 2022 super rocking. We are almost at the end. Oh, I did not announce the winners. One second. I want to just announce the winners. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so for the story challenge, that means you clicked a picture of this live and you have posted it in your story. We have Mind Matter Diaries, Devika Wins and Life Coach Bhuvana who have done that, and congratulations. Of course, there are many of you who do that, but for this week, these are the winners. In case you haven't done it till now, very quickly, I would recommend take a picture. Very quickly, come on everybody. Take a picture. Yes, taken, done. Now put it on your stories, tag me if you want to win a book from my side, okay? Also, for all of you who did the 1 page a day challenge, firstly, so proud of you. So many of you got into the reading habit. Very, very proud. So many of you did a fabulous job. Please know that we know that almost over 50 of you have participated, so there's no doubt in my head that it did really well, but we could only choose 3. So the winners are Neha Mehta, Gauri 81811 and Krishna Creative Coach. So all 3 of you, please expect a book, my book, Unlocking the Golden Cage, coming to you from our side. All right. And if you want to participate in these challenges, you want to participate in if you want to win my book, if that's something you've been looking for, I know it's not available in Amazon. So the only way to get it is to write to us and, participate in some challenge of ours, and we will send it to you. This week, let's keep a new challenge. What challenge should we keep? Should we keep on waking up in the morning So let's make it, I wake up at 4:30. I don't want to make it that hard for you. Let's make it 6 a.m. Okay. So this week, the challenge is wake up early. 6 a.m. wake ups. Okay. So if you can attempt this full week waking up early, then just keep posting it on the stories. Wake up 6 a.m. done this week, or and just post it on a daily basis. Post a picture of sunrise, post a picture of you sipping your tea, post a picture of anything that you connect with as you wake up every day. Just keep doing the challenge, keep posting stories, keep tagging me, so that I can keep knowing that you are on this journey with me. So wake up early. Let's call it something. Hashtag early risers. Should we keep it that? Hashtag early riser. So to that, we will keep the challenge for this week. You've already built the habit of reading 1 page a day last week. This week, let's build a new habit called early rising. So looking forward to seeing a lot of you posting. Okay, I want to see your stories. I promise you, if I see it and it's shareable, some of you have a way of when you share it with me, I can't further share it because if you have settings done in that manner, but if I'm able to, I will always share. Okay, so bless you, loads of love, take care, ciao. I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.